that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington football team and the Houston Texans. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action with Brissett. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Washington.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?
Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds his man, Griffin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Antonio Gibson, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Is good. That ties the game at 3-3.
These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
47-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
3-3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Brings up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
James on the coverage.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Gibson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on second down, Brissett throwing right in, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Antonio Gibson.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It's 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
A gain of
a 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to John. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of that. He won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what and in relationship to yardage, total.
Plays have him on the move on first down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Line. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will add on
to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Washington 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25. This next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be.
We'll begin just up the road right here in Florida, an AFC South matchup between Tennessee and Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Case Keenum has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Ty Johnson with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
He was tackled
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
15-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete, right around the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
They have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kahale Waring, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Big yardage that time for Washington, 46 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose.
Jacoby Brissett sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. This is brought in by Gibson. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big-time play there for the Texans. 65 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards on the gain there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Brissett on first down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to strike for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He was brought down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
For a right side here, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At the 49-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
By number 31.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Singletary here running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 15 yards. And the Texans add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. From the gun, here's Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to strike for 6. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Intended for number
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well. And if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the Washington offense heading out. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Brissett to throw on first. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
To number 80. It's a gain.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
A first down throw for Brissett. This short throw caught by Goddard. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. Past the 20, 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Washington 17.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Washington first down. Today's
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.